Oh, Lightsaber Radio, Star Wars fans, you have just now tuned in to the most outrageous Star Wars show on the web. You ain't gonna find nothing more outrageous than us. We say the most craziest shit, and we're gonna
especially this episode. Fucking hell,
special today. This is gonna be one. We're probably gonna get demonetized on this one. We have searched the web and found out some of the most outrageous questions and thoughts that have ever been brought up about Star Wars. Some have even been asked of George Lucas himself. And you would be surprised at some of the things fans just think of. Man, we think of some crazy shit. And today, we're going to visit some of them thoughts and questions. And we're going to give you our answers, the most outrageous answers that we can come up with on how we would answer if somebody was asking us. Because if you haven't listened to the show before, you're about to find out something else. And if you have listened to the show, you know that we think outside of the box here on LightSaber Radio. We're not your average Star Wars channel. We go really outside of the box. Like we just had a 20-minute conversation about guns before we even got on the show. But before we get started, let's drop that intro video.
This station is now the ultimate power in the universe.
Last we will reveal ourselves.
I have a bad feeling about this.
You are now if you only knew the power of gods.
Here it comes. Let's go.
You are now to LightSaber Radio. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello there.
What's going on, everybody in the chat?
Holy shit. That like burst my eardrum. That was so loud.
Was it super loud?
Yeah, dude. Well, because I think you're a little quiet. So when I played that was full volume, and I was like, oh, shit.
Oh, shit. Am I better now?
That's way better. Yeah.
Okay,
that was loud.
I have my thing, because when I record the Sway podcast, I have to turn it down. Because if not, I get distortions and shit in it. But when I come on here, I can turn it up because it's just the way that it goes through YouTube.
Right,
so sometimes I forget. What's going on, Star Wars team leader? What's going on, Bodie? Hey, Star Wars team leader, did you get you got your email and everything? Your shit should be on the way. It should be there by now, hopefully. If not, it should be on its way. Your gift card. The puzzles, I've started the first puzzle. It's going to be a minute, but yeah, I started it at least. Them is 1,000-piece puzzles. They big as shit, so it's going to be a while.
I can't do puzzles like that. No, thank you.
Like I was just talking to Garrison about, I bought a fucking a shoe simulator. So like my whole garage door now is a fucking, like, you can change the background and everything, and then you set up your phone and it records your shots, and you got a laser in your guns, and it fucking, yeah, it's fucking dope as shit. All kind of sound effects and everything. So I've been kind of doing that too much. So, but I've done part of the puzzle. I got like the outer ring and like, you know, couple sections done, so I'll get them done. Plus, I'm getting some help. I'm trying to get my wife and my future daughter-in-law that is living with me now, my youngest son's girlfriend, to help out, and my youngest son. So we're gonna get that. I'll get them done. But this is the thing: in a galaxy not so far away, as we know on this podcast, we're not really that far away. Where the force of fandom collide with the genius of George Lucas, lies the universe brimming with mystery, obsession, and creation beyond your wildest dreams. Welcome to the realm where Star Wars just isn't a movie series, but a doorway to infinite possibilities. But what happens when fan-driven wonder tangles with the dark, unexplored corners of the Star Wars universe? Are you ready to journey through a labyrinth of the most bizarre? Some of these questions are very extraordinary, very crazy.
Some of these are like legit questions. So,
and the most jaw-dropping fan questions you ever thought would be brought up as a Star Wars fan. Well, light up your lightsabers, because we're going to be talking about that today. But before we get to that, we have a tradition here at LightSaber Radio, something to get our outrageous juices flowing. Why can't I talk today?
I know.
We call it the Housebreaker. Pun intended. Garrison's going to ask us a crazy question. We're going to try to come up with the most outrageous answers. And everybody in the chat, make sure that you guys get involved in this. We want to hear your answers. So let's jump right into it. want to give a shout out too, but before we get to that, I want to give a shout out to everybody that's going in and commenting on the videos. That's really been helping us out on getting videos. We've been getting a lot of new subscribers and stuff. So thank you guys so very much for commenting, liking the fucking videos and shit like that. That shit is awesome.
Thank you.
Because that shit goes a long way. I didn't think that shit really worked. I thought YouTube just full of shit. They just tell you to do that shit because they want people to be clicking on shit. But it's been helping. We've been getting a lot more fucking views, which is cool. Now, if we could get more live stream views, that would be great because I don't know what's up with people. They don't like listening to us live or they just fucking too busy. I think it's just the fucking sucky day. It's about, Saturday. I think Saturday at like 11:30 in the morning or my time, 12:30 and then going down all the way to the West Coast. I think it's just a time. I don't know what it is. Because if we could do this like in the morning during the week, I don't know why we get so many views in the morning during the week. It's crazy. We get so many views.
In the
Like
morning.
when you look at the analytics, it's like in between like 9 and or like 6 and 10 o'clock. We get a lot of views Monday through Wednesday, which is crazy. It's like, dude, what the fuck? Are you guys like watching the fucking the video as you're driving to work? You're gonna fuck around and crash and kill somebody or something. But hey, that's when I don't care when they watch. As long as they watch it. I want people to have fun. That's why we're here. We're here just to everybody to have fun. Okay, Garrison.
All right. So, watching videos on the way to work is a fitting topic for this Housebreaker. I got a good one for you all this week. All right. Imagine with me, if you will, that you're going to take a flight on the Millennium Falcon. Who would you rather have as your pilot? Jar Jar Binks or Poe Dameron? But Poe Dameron is like fucked up. He's had way too much to drink. He's like Leonardo DiCaprio and Wolf of Wall Street fucked up. Like he is drunk, high. He's fucked up. Who'd you rather have pilot?
I would still take Poe Dameron.
You think so?
Hell yeah. First off, you're in the Millennium Falcon. You're in space. The likeliness of you running into something in space is slim to none.
That's fair.
But at the same, and Jar Jar, I don't think Jar Jar could fly his way out of a wet paper bag. I don't think he could do it. That motherfucker
what if
can't
we're
even
going
walk
through
without
What if we're going through like an asteroid field then?
That was one of
the
that was one of the questions that I took off of the question list that we have for all the questions. Because there was so many of them, I had to get rid of some. We had there was like over 150. So I went through and kind of went through and got the most out of it. But one of them was like, somebody asked George Lucas, would he ever consider making a movie, a 2-hour-long movie of just Jar Jar Binks stepping in shit? Because he steps in, he steps in shit on Naboo. Then he turns around, steps in shit on Tatooine.
When does he step in shit in Naboo?
When they get into the fucking thing, when they first go back to the Gungan homeworld, and they walk through it, he steps into shit. And what's his face is like, Jar Jar, what are you doing here? It's like right before he says that, he steps in shit in there. I
remember when he steps in shit on Tatooine.
He steps in shit. So somebody asked George Lucas, like, would he fucking make a 2-hour-long movie of just Jar Jar Binks stepping in shit and make it funny? And George Lucas is like, what the fuck are you talking? Why the fuck would, like, do some of these questions, like, and some of the questions are just questions I found online, but some of the questions is actual questions that people ask George Lucas. Like, you're talking to George Lucas, the mastermind behind Star Wars, and you asked him some dumb, all the questions in the world you can ask him, motherfucker. You ask him some dumb shit like this. So it fucking blew my mind. But that's what I would do. Definitely would be
Poe Dameron, but he's like fucked up. Like he's not gonna remember this the next day.
He's still probably a better pilot than fucking Jar Jar Binks.
Yeah, but like look at Jar Jar. He hasn't died. I mean, he's clumsy.
He got luck on his side.
But there's a theory that he's like doing it on purpose.
Yeah, he got luck on his side, but yeah, he's still a fucking idiot. Still a dumbass.
You just don't even want to be in the cockpit with Jar Jar.
No, and then he's gonna talk to you. He's gonna annoy you the whole fucking time.
Dude,
at least when fucking.
That's what I'm saying. Like, imagine if Poe's driving, he's gonna be fucking drunk. Jar Jar's gonna be in the passenger seat going, "Oh my wow!" Like losing his shit.
All you gotta do is just fucking choke Jar Jar for a minute until he passes out, and then you'll be all right. Just walk up from behind him, get him in the fucking head, choke the shit out of him, and he'll pass out. Yeah, But I would
I
take
think
Poe.
you're right,
I would take
though.
Poe out of any situation.
I take
I
like
don't give-
fucked up Poe over Jar Jar.
Yeah,
probably.
that's just fuck no hell. I'm not getting in the damn fucking thing with. I don't even want to be in the ship with Jar Jar, let alone him piloting the ship. You know what I'm saying? Fuck that. Okay, let's get to these questions because some of these questions we might have heard.
That's a good point, Star Wars team leader. If Poe's that fucked up, he's probably just gonna let you fly.
Yeah, so I mean, I'll still be better off.
Yeah,
tell
that's
me
true.
what to do.
You're probably the best option, realistically.
What are we gonna fly into? Well, fucking the only thing you got is asteroids and comets and shit. It's not like you're just gonna fly into a planet because you're gonna be able to see it long before. Like unless there's some space debris floating around.
There's not much to crash into.
Stormtrooper here or there. You know what I'm saying? Something like. Hey, you know what's crazy? When you think about it, like they say to like being in space, even going like not even that fast, like shit will fucking like go right through like ship walls and like well, at least our ships, like the glass in the ships, they got to be real careful when they're flying in space. Just imagine going through light speed. They're going fucking that fast, and a fucking like pebble is in the light stream, and it just hits your fucking ship. It'll just like blow up your fucking whole ship. Like, how many people have died just fucking in light speed just because something floated in the light speed stream? You know what I'm saying? Some fucking asteroid or something that wasn't supposed to be there, that wasn't there originally, and just fucking blew your whole ship up. Yeah, it would be fucking crazy. Okay, anyway. Let's get into these questions. Now, some of the questions, like I said, you might have heard before, you might have even thought up yourself. And the first one, I know we probably all thought about it at one point or another, but it's one of the best questions ever. Was Shmi Skywalker a sex worker behind Watto's back? And is that why she didn't know who Anakin's father was? Okay. Not that there wasn't a father. She just banged so many motherfuckers. She just didn't know who the father was.
There's compelling evidence for this one. Okay, so let me ask you. There's two trains of thought for her not being a sex worker. Would you pay money to fuck Shmi? Let's be honest here.
If she got made up.
If she what?
If she was like made up, you know what I'm saying? She like put on makeup and actually look like a hooker.
Bro, she doesn't have money for that.
She might. If she's selling her ass, she got extra money.
You gotta think, Tatooine, this is a hot desert planet.
Makeup would be all running.
She's probably not having time to take too many baths. Like, it probably stinks.
She got fucking fish twat.
And she's not like drop dead gorgeous.
But she's not ugly neither.
She's not.
You know what I'm saying? For an older lady and shit.
Some guys desperate.
I mean, it'd be better than fucking.
There'd probably be some aliens that would pay for it. Let's be honest.
There'd probably be some humans too. Shit, you gotta think. You're on Tatooine. Look at some of the other species on there. They're like, oh god, you're actually a woman. I thought you was a fucking droid. I don't even know what the fuck you are. Yeah, so you know when you have a limited supply, Shmi's not too bad looking. When you got a limited supply of fucking other humans. So, you know what I'm saying? She's not that bad. Look, I'd give it to her. You know what I'm saying?
But then on the pro side...
I don't know if I'd pay for it, though. You know?
But to be a sex worker, she's got to pay for it. What else is she doing? She's doing it for free? That's not sex work.
That's why I said I'm not going to pay for it. So, you know, I find me... Well, you also got to think, man, should just go to Jabba's. Shit, Jabba got all the fucking hot-ass Twi'lek chicks there and...
Yeah, I don't think Jabba's paying for that.
Shit, you know what I'm saying? Hey, you know,
Jabba's not paying for that.
No, Jabba's not paying for it, but you know what I'm saying? You could go there. I guarantee Jabba will hook you up. Like, hey,
Salacious B. Crumb might be paying for it.
Jabba's the pimp. You know what I'm saying? Jabba's gonna be the one that you got to fucking go through to get the ass anyway. So if you want a hot girl, you got to pay Jabba.
That you know what? That probably makes sense. I reckon Salacious B. Crumb was probably paying for it because when Luke shows up, he's laughing his ass off. He's like, "Hey, I fucked your grandma."
That would be fucked up.
No, but furthermore, I saw some pretty compelling evidence because Qui-Gon Jinn seems to have a thing for Shmi. Like
who?
Qui-Gon Jinn. He touches her a lot, and the looks he gives her in the prequels, in the episode 1, I think he like senses some sex business up in here.
I mean, yeah, that's true.
No. Here, let me screen share this. I got some pictures to show you because this is
All right,
It's compelling.
Let's see.
All right, let's go right here. 1 second. As soon as it works.
What's going on, infected? Man, we doing good. We just, same old shit, having fun.
All right.
Look at the one girl Jabba had. That's what I'm saying. Okay, why you got it behind us? What are you clicking on?
Can you see it? You can't see it?
No, where is behind us? The hell you got going on?
Oh,
Go
shit.
to present.
Fuck? I don't know. Here, let me try.
Go to present.
Present, and then share screen.
Yeah, share screen.
Okay.
Are you doing it?
Yeah, I'm doing it.
All right, just click on the thing. I'll move this shit over.
Is it working?
There we go. Oh, now we're all cut off.
Okay, so you can see this.
Hold
I mean, look at that. You see that eye contact they got?
I'm telling you, she's not a bad looking woman. She's just not a good looking woman either. You know what I'm saying? She's kind of
No. But look at this eye contact they got. You can this is the conversation they're really having. You know, how far can Republic credits get me? How much will a Republic credit get me? And she's going to be like, Republic credits will do fine. And then Watto's going to come up behind, no, they won't. You know what I mean?
I got to set up another panel because we need to be on the other side because we're like all cut off in the screen and shit. You see how we're all cut off over here? The lightsaber radio, all the social medias and stuff, and subscribe thing is all cutting our fucking heads off. That's all right. Fuck it. We don't need it. They don't need to see us. Anyway, this is just a picture for the audio listeners. It's a picture of when Qui-Gon is like staring into Shmi's eyes. Yeah. He's like really giving her the
dialogue. He's asking how far Republic credits will get him. And then you got this next picture. Look, he can't keep his hands off her. He's got his hand on her, and she's touching that hand
on her.
So this is after they did the deed.
I think they're already doing it. They already doing it. They look like they're doing it.
See?
You know, Qui-Gon's attractive too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But look at this
Liam
next
Neeson
picture.
is an attractive guy.
Okay, this is the podcast, okay? Or pod race. This is, okay, so if you watch this scene, he puts his hand on her shoulder while they're watching. And then right after he puts his hand on her shoulder, look what his face does. He just like, oh yeah. You see that?
So they're at the pod race right now. This is when they're looking at the screen watching Annie go. And you look at his facial expression. He puts his hand on her shoulder, and then the next picture, he looks like he's like getting a hard on.
He's like closing his eyes and like enjoying that. Plus, he's got Padme in front of him too. He's having a good time right now. He paid double for extra. He got two.
That's not very Jedi like.
I know.
But we know Qui-Gon Qui-Gon, you know,
this is after they already did it. Apparently Qui-Gon's pretty big because afterwards he's got to ask, will you be all right? Like, I know that was probably a lot to handle. See? So I think at least Qui-Gon seemed to think that she was a sex worker because he thought he could use his Republic credits.
That's some pretty good, compelling evidence. But I always thought, like, dude, why not? Like, dude, Watto ain't paying them shit. They're slaves. They ain't getting paid shit to do that. So you got to make some money. How are they making any money? Watto don't pay them. You know what I'm saying? They're slaves. They have to do what Watto says. So if they have to do what Watto says, then, you know what I'm saying, she has to be getting money somewhere. They got a place. You know what I'm saying? They got food. You know what I'm saying? They got enough food to feed wandering strangers and let them in. You know what I'm saying? How did they pay for that? Well, you know, Qui-Gon gave him some credits because he got Shmi to give him a little nookie in the background. We just didn't see that part. I think, yeah. Let's see what the chat.
Wait,
can't
so
see
Bodhi
it.
couldn't see it. Did everybody see that? Or was I just showing it to Kyle?
No, it might have been right when you first put it on there because it was behind us. I think Qui-Gon is just compassionate. I think Qui-Gon was just getting a hard on.
Bro, it looked like it. He's like,
she was good enough to take. Yep.
That's true.
They was like, shit, we ain't paying for it. We just gonna take it. Okay, next question. What is the most embarrassing thing that Princess Leia had ever done with the Force?
I feel like we've never seen anyone vibrate anything with the Force, so I think she's safe. She wasn't using a vibrator. She wasn't like, I don't think so, because I haven't seen anything vibrate.
I wonder if you could just use the Force and be like, and make the midichlorians in your body give you orgasm. Because it's coming from the midichlorians in your body, so you know what I'm saying. Just like
that's what causes an orgasm is midichlorians.
They could, bro. I don't know.
That makes sense. Kyle's with his wife. He's like, baby, I'm gonna talk to the midichlorians to make you feel all right.
just fucking tell them shit. Fuck even having any, but I think that's why that might be one of the reasons the Jedi could go without sex, because they were just like, well, I don't even need it. I can just bust a nut. You know what I'm saying? Or have an orgasm just by the Force. Okay.
I feel like that's a power that you can't. The Jedi won't teach you that. I think that's a Sith power.
That's a Sith power. The Sith was using the Force.
Can I learn this power? Because Padme is a hard woman to please. He's not from a Jedi.
The Sith was using Force mind tricks to fucking get women all the time. You're going to sleep with me.
Bro.
There's no
way they didn't.
To give me some head. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It wasn't a question. Let's see, what's the next question? How many Ewoks do you think Han Solo has eaten in his lifetime?
How many Ewoks is Han Solo?
How many Ewoks do you think Han Solo has eaten in a lifetime? Like somebody asked George Lucas this. Like I got GLs next to all the questions that people ask George Lucas.
These guys just try to eat you. I think it's only fair you try to eat them.
I mean, shit. Bear is pretty good. I've ate bear before. Bear ain't too bad, unless it's one of them garbage bears, because they just taste like garbage.
I think this one more closely, though, ties into the Chewbacca question we'll have later on. Once we get to it, I'll explain. But
okay, I found this question on a Star Wars Reddit page. It says, does Jabba the Hutt have an OnlyFans account?
I think yes. Not because he himself is posting, but I think he's posting, but not for him, but all the girls he gets to bang. You know what I mean?
Or even like just girls dancing, and you look at OnlyFans page, just girls just laying in bed playing with themselves and stuff.
Yeah, so he's like sponsoring it. Yeah. But I don't think it's pictures of him that people are paying for.
Yeah, you don't know, man. Some people pay to look at other people's feet. You know what I'm saying? But
Jabba doesn't have any feet, bro.
No, but I'm just saying,
you can't get
people have fetishes. There's fat women that have, OnlyFans page. So he might be somebody like fat, slimy slug looking things that, just like, ooh, yeah, get off on that. So I guess he could have an OnlyFans page. Okay, this was crazy. Somebody asked George Lucas this. Is KY jelly C-3PO's favorite type of lubricant? A fucking fan asked George Lucas this at a panel. All the questions that you can ask the mastermind George Lucas, the inventor and creator of all things great and wonderful Star Wars universe, and they asked this dumbass question. If it was me and I was George Lucas, he has some bodyguards. I would tell my bodyguards to go out there and just take them outside and just beat the shit out of them for being fucking stupid.
No, I'd be like, go fuck him in the ass with KY jelly, see what he thinks.
Like, dude, that's the dumbest. Like, you can ask George Lucas anything in the world, and you ask him this dumb shit. Like, what the fuck? Why would? Like, what? Who has ever looked at C3? Do you think there's somebody? Do you think there's somebody out there that has a fetish on C-3PO that some woman is just like, I would love to bang C-3PO, or some guy even, I would love to bang C-3PO. Not the actor, not Anthony Daniels, but the actual robot C-3PO.
Yeah, I think so.
You think there's somebody out there? What do you guys in the chat think? Do you think there's somebody out there?
Crazy fetishes out there, bro.
Yeah, but C-3PO? Like a golden, I don't know, he gold.
I can see it.
I mean,
I
the
can see
Ewoks thought he was a damn god. You know what I'm saying? So I guess there might be some people
I
that
reckon.
might be out there that, you know what I'm saying? Especially with that one picture where it looks like he has a dick. That was floating around.
Oh yeah, where it's like a bulge in his
Okay. Do you think Darth Vader ever considered using the dark side powers to enhance his physical pleasure? I
think
say
that's
yes.
all he did. I think that's
I say yes. And the reason why is because he couldn't masturbate. He reached down, both his hands is metal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro. And his dick is already burnt to shit. So like
it's, you know, that shit is hella sensitive.
Yeah. You got people that have
Star
sex
Wars
with
team leader
balloons,
says, yeah,
That's
people
fair.
have sex with balloons, so yeah.
Yeah. I
that
feel
is
like
true.
yeah. But fucking yeah, dude, those robot hands would not feel good on a burnt.
Yeah.
That's rough.
That would, and like, you know, you can't judge how, you know, how, I mean, I know he probably got a little bit of fucking, you know, he knows a little bit about the grip, but like, just like a millimeter off, and you're like, oh, that's painful now.
His,
So just
his
use the
nipples
force.
are probably very sensitive. He probably likes that.
Shit, his whole body is sensitive. Shit, he was fucking burnt to the crisp. Looked like a tater tot that was left in the oven for 3 hours. Okay, next question.
Plus, I think there's a reason he made his suit black. You know what I mean? He's like, I feel like a black guy now with the big.
He might have charcoal, burnt ass.
He was always self-conscious about a tiny dick, so he's like, I'm black now.
The next question. Now this one had me thinking. It really did. How did Jabba the Hutt have intercourse with his sex slaves?
You know what? I don't even know if he did, bro. I feel like he's one of those. He's probably one of those like pervs who's like, he doesn't even need to be. He just gets off just like watching.
Because it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, dude, he's a giant slug. You don't see any type of like organs, sexual organs or anything like. But he's not wearing any clothes. You know what I'm saying?
And if there is, and he's like laying on top of it. Like
they'll die.
That amount of weight and pressure on like genitals would just make you infertile. So like it's not.
It would kill you. I wonder how fucking like the Hutts have sex, because you know they got to have sex to have babies or something. You know, hopefully.
Yeah, I don't know.
How did they do it? Is they like fucking
maybe it's
two
his
turtles?
tongue.
Fucking?
I reckon it's probably in his tongue or something. Because you see, he likes to lick Leia. He's like, It might be like a tongue.
Maybe
thing.
just likes giving head. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's what gets them all. Got that long ass tongue. Like,
Yeah,
here.
dude. Oh God, such a gross tongue. You watch that video. His tongue isn't very clean looking. Like that looks like gonorrhea and herpes all over that shit.
And just imagine, man. Do you think he had sex with fucking Leia? Like,
Probably.
you know, she was chained to him. She was a slave. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
she was
like,
in that
what's the
bikini.
weight?
Like, what else puts her in the?
What's the weight? Why wouldn't he? Is all I'm saying.
Oh man, poor Leia.
You know what I mean? Like,
I don't know how she didn't kill herself after that.
he had enough time. He had enough time to like change her into this outfit, and Luke didn't show up until like. It's not like he showed up like
instantly
2 hours later. You know what I mean? She showed up in the middle of the night. Like, I feel like. I feel like he took advantage. He had time.
I just feel like,
and it's not like he's like, no,
nastiest
she's
thing
like.
ever.
I feel like he would have.
Oh, that would be so gross. Okay, next question. Were Yaddle and Yaddle brother and sister, and did they
Yoda
have
and
intercourse to make Grogu? Because they're the
Yoda?
only two of their species, so are they related? And did they have sex to make Grogu? And I know we brought this up on the podcast before, them having sex to fucking
and
make
we
Grogu.
we already know, like, it's not necessarily like incest isn't off limits in the Star Wars universe, apparently. So,
but like, you know, what my question is, does it make it okay if you're trying to save your species? Like, if you and your sister were the last two people on the planet, and you guys had to save the fucking species from the fucking entire fucking extinction of the species, would you do it? You know what I'm saying? Like
Me and my sister? No.
like if you had no choice, like either that
There's
or the human species
the
would
human
die.
race is dying at that point.
That's
okay?
what I think.
I'm not like my sister's a pretty girl, but like no, it's not gonna happen.
No, that's just disgusting. But
I
you
love
know what I'm
my
saying?
sister.
Shit, look at the fucking
that
like.
much.
Think about like over in Europe, man. They do that shit all the time. The fucking look how fucked up like the royal family
royal
is. 'Cause
family?
They all fucking each other, cousin fuckers and everything.
I'm the king, you're the queen.
But that's the way they do it. That's the way they keep the bloodline pure, even though they're just making everybody retarded. But they keeping the bloodline pure. So you know what I'm saying? Oh man, that's just. But you think like Yoda and Yaddle, they could be brother and sister because they're the only two. You know what I'm saying, of their species left, and so it's very probable that they're related somehow. And they know they had to keep the species going, so they banged each other and made Grogu. And that's why Grogu was at the temple. You know, why else would he be at the temple? What's the likeliness of a Jedi finding Grogu and a Sith finding Grogu, or just Grogu never being found? You know what I'm saying? Because he's a freaking baby, and he's 50 years old, but you know, we don't know how long he was at the Jedi temple. We know he was there prior to Mandalorian. You know what I'm saying? We know that he was there prior to that. We know he was there during the Clone Wars. We know he was there when Anakin came in. You know what I'm saying? When Vader came in and killed all the Jedi, we know he was there then. So we know that he was there prior to that. So how long was he there? You know what I'm saying? Only thing that makes sense is that Yaddle and Yoda, they knocked boots and
got it on.
And had Grogu. That's the only thing that makes sense. And we know that Yaddle died from way before that. Yaddle died by Dooku when Dooku was still young.
True. Well, I don't know if they were brother and sister, but I think they definitely probably fucked.
I think they definitely did. I don't know.
I
don't know if they're brother and sister.
The other one of your species, because like, come on, as that species, you're programmed to think your species is attractive, right? You
What if
might
they're asexual?
usually find other species attractive, but like naturally, you're going to be probably most attracted to your own species. Just
What if they're
based
asexual?
on biology, right?
What if Yoda can have babies?
Yoda can't have babies?
What if Yoda is asexual?
Oh, their race? That's true. Their species could be asexual.
And then that way they don't even have to have intercourse and they can just pop out babies.
They just pop out babies. If anyone could do it, it seems like Yoda could figure that out.
They the most frog-looking species in Star Wars.
No, I feel like they lay eggs. I don't feel like they give birth to live young.
You would think that they lay eggs?
I reckon.
That would be weird.
I could just imagine like Yaddle
Laying
spotting big fat egg dropping.
Like fucking Yoda sitting on the egg. Maybe they're like penguins.
Yeah,
and shit
not like
now.
little eggs, but like a big fucking goose egg. Like
Like fucking Yaddle lays the eggs and then Yoda
half
has to
the
sit
size
on
of Yaddle, bro. Like fuck.
like penguins do. The women fucking drop babies
Yeah,
out and the boy penguin has
huge
to sit
fucking
on
egg,
it.
bro. That's probably what's under her council seat. If you think about it, that's how Grogu survived. He was hiding under the council seat during Order 66 when they found him and evacuated him.
Fucking Yoda sitting on fucking an egg. Had to hatch an egg. Oh, dude. Somebody should draw that picture. That shit will be hilarious. That's a funny ass meme right there.
I can just imagine like Yoda's face going in a fucking goose egg.
Shitting out an egg. like the Rick and Morty episode. Oh shit, I'm gonna shit an egg.
Yeah,
Rick,
yeah.
I'm gonna shit an egg. Oh.
That was a good episode too. Fucking
That was
Rick
a
and
funny
Morty,
ass
man.
episode. The mom is like, y'all gonna clean
That's
that
a great
shit
question.
up.
I wonder how many species like lay eggs in Star Wars.
Probably a lot of them.
Like, because you know that what was that frog species in Mando?
They weren't even
eggs.
really frogs. I don't even know what the hell they were. They kind of
Whatever
looked
that
like
fuck that thing was.
yeah.
And Yoda, I mean, I feel like he would lay the eggs, and like I feel like that species would lay eggs. Then if you look at like whatever Bosk is, the Trandoshans.
Yeah.
I feel like they might lay eggs.
Well, I know
like
that I know that he killed all of his fucking his brothers and sisters. So you know what I'm saying? Like, it seems like they would lay eggs, like they have like a fucking bunch of different babies, and then they all fucking fight to whoever is the best.
Fuck death.
Okay, next question. We all know that Luke Skywalker was a farm boy virgin. Just tell by the movie he wasn't getting no ass. Do you think that made him a better Jedi because he had never had sex?
A better Jedi. I mean, I'll put it this way. Anakin turned to the dark side pretty quick after he had sex.
Pretty fucking fast. It didn't take him long at all.
Yeah. I mean, the turnaround between sex and Jedi was in the course of like one episode. So, or sex and Sith. So I feel like, I don't know if it made him like more skilled. I mean, it probably made him more skilled with his hands, to be honest. But it probably put him in closer touch with inner peace. Because women bring nothing but problems.
Yeah. Well, we know that. We all know that. Okay. Next question. Do you think that Obi-Wan and Satine ever had intercourse? Because remember, Obi-Wan was ready to lead a fucking order for Satine.
No, because remember the scene where she's like,
dude, he's so in love with her, though.
Yeah, but remember, I don't know how I feel about the beard. And he's like, what? He's like, it covers too much of that pretty face. The look on it, he jizzed right there. So I don't think he could last long enough to have sex with her. Because as soon as she touched his beard, he was like,
I don't know. Satine was fine. Shit, if I was Obi-Wan, I'd have been trying to hit at least once. Like, I ain't never done this before. They don't have to know. Because it almost made him give up his whole Jedi career.
Yeah,
okay.
But the fact that he didn't give up the Jedi career makes me think he didn't have sex. Like, you saw how quick Anakin was willing to give up everything.
My dad used to say
once he lost his virginity.
And I'm not going to use the actual word, but my dad used to say, if God made anything better than what a woman has, he took it to heaven with him. You got to think about it, man. Wars have been fought over women.
Seriously, thank you.
That's one thing that will, you'll change your entire life over that. You know,
the most epic wars ever recorded were fought over women. Goddamn. The Trojan War was literally just about some bitch.
Like all the wars back in them days. Like all the Roman War, woman. You know what I'm saying? The whole fall of the Jewish Empire with King Solomon or with David. You gotta think about it. He had like all them wives. They just ruined his whole life. He just loved it too much, man. Stopped following God, and then the whole empire just fell. It was very bad.
Hitler was because of his mom. I mean, yeah. Hitler probably had a fucked up mom.
Some bad shit. Okay, and I think I don't know, man. Women make you do some crazy shit.
That's what I mean. Like, so I feel like he didn't have sex with Sabine because he probably would have left.
Yeah. Okay. Next question. It was said, Palpatine is a cunning politician and a ruthless Sith Lord. But was he like most politicians and used his power to seduce women?
100%, dude.
I think 100%.
He did. You tell me, yeah, bro. That man was fucking around like nobody's business, bro.
Actually, I don't even think he did. I know that he did it. I know he was. I mean, shit. Somehow he got raped.
He's got hookers.
I read the book. I know how they got raped, but it's still.
Bro, I'd be scared to be the like hooker that has sex with him. He looks like he's into like some scary shit.
Especially once it becomes Darth Sidious and he's all he's all wrinkled from the fucking lightning. Oh God, that'd be terrible. A girl might like
He
it.
looks like he's into like torture, bro. I feel like
his
you
dick
know
might
Game
look
of
like
Thrones, how like the Lannister dude was like just like torturing the prostitutes. I feel like that's Palpatine, bro. He's just into fucking torture. I feel like he'd shock these girls and be like, "Yeah, power."
choking them and shocking them at the same time. Like, oh, I like it when it shocks mine.
And that's like he'd kill him, but he'd have a clone of her ready to replace her for all his favorite bitches.
Star Wars team leader said he just made clones of the woman he wanted. He probably did. Oh, damn, she died. I got to get another one to clone her. Them are great cloners.
Cloners. Yeah, dude. Fucking Dex was speaking from experience. Cloners, they're great cloners.
Okay, next question. Do you think Ahsoka Tano has sexual relations with somebody after she left the Order?
I feel like, yeah, she looks like she's a kind of kinky.
I don't know.
Girl.
I think she has a thing for women.
I do. I agree. I
think she has.
She was having sex with women, which I guess technically can't be considered sex because it's only like foreplay. Technically speaking, I'm just kidding.
Still sex shit. If your wife went out and banged another chick without your consent, then you would probably be fucking like, bitch, you cheated on me, so it's sex.
No, I agree. I think I agree. I think Ahsoka probably got with some people.
Yeah, I think so.
Probably
too.
Some women.
She strikes me as this is the thing. If you're part of the Jedi Order and sex is forbidden, you know what I'm saying? Like, which I don't understand how that is when what's his face has like 11 wives or whatever. But you're not supposed to be having sex. You're not supposed
Nobody
to have a
ever said
relationship.
sex was forbidden, Kyle.
Well, and that's true. They didn't. They said attachment is forbidden. Relationships are forbidden.
Which, I mean, they were all.
They never say sex wasn't forbidden. They never said you couldn't have intercourse with somebody because you could be running around banging people. But if you go through the books and you go through, you know what I'm saying, legends and stuff like that, like it doesn't say sex is forbidden, but you're not supposed to be doing that.
Fair.
You know what I'm saying? So, but I think that she did. Because if you just think about it, if she's never had sex and now I'm free, I don't have to worry about that. And as soon as she gets done, she hooks up with them two chicks in season 7 of the Clone Wars. Yeah, she was banging one of them. The older sister was pretty cute. I'd have banged her for a cartoon character. Okay. Did Han and Chewie have an interspecies gay relationship? Do you think all that time that they were flying around, they might have been booking each other?
You know, part of me thinks yes. You know what I mean? And you know, like, I don't see Chewie as a bottom, so I think Han was taking it. Which brings into the Ewoks. Han was like, I kind of want to see what it's like from the other side. Like, I get fucked by a furry dude. I want to fuck a furry dude now. So he's probably fucking the Ewoks, bro.
The places your mind goes. Jesus Christ. Now he's fucking Ewok. He fucks him and then eats him. That's fucked up.
But okay, all jokes aside, I think the reason Han and Leia broke up was because Chewie got in the middle somehow. Either he was fucking around with Han or he was fucking around with Leia. Chewie was fucking one of them.
So basically, I just can't see them being by themselves all that. But then you gotta think about it. They're in a spaceship. They can go to Maz's. I'm pretty sure there's hookers at Maz's. Chewie's married, but you know that's a long time to go without seeing your wife.
You know, Maz has like a sex dungeon under there. So
yeah, Maz is definitely doing some freaky shit. She's probably staring into your soul while she's doing it. Ah!
Imagine like you're about to nut and you see like, oh!
And actually, somebody asked this question to George Lucas. Somebody asked George Lucas. This is another person that I think needs to get taken out by the security and beat up. Like, why would you even ask that? But that is kind of crazy to think about. They spend a lot of time, just the two of them, you know. You put two guys in a fucking cell, after a while, one of them's getting dumped. Yeah, you know, that's been proven, you know. We know that by our own
I think Chewie definitely did something with Maz. Chewie is fucking Maz too, probably.
Because she was in love with that dude.
Bro,
Where's my boyfriend?
I just see Maz like just to.
Maybe that's why she had to wear them goggles, because Chewie was really small.
Oh! No, I reckon one
she had
time
to dig through the hair to find it.
No, what probably happened is Chewie got it in her eyes, and now she's got to wear the goggles for protection.
Jizzed all over her face.
She was
and
doing
just
it.
blinded.
Ah, I'm blind.
Oh my god. Okay. Next question. Do you think
Maz
clone
gobbler.
troopers?
No, he's not the Maz gobbler.
Do you think clone troopers ever thought about banging some of the Jedi women?
Oh, dude, 100%, dude.
Or was that shit like cloned out of them when they were cloned? They were all like eunuchs, and they didn't.
No,
well, you know they wasn't, because that one dude had big babies.
Exactly. We had some that escaped it, bro. 100%. I reckon before Order 66, execute Order 66. You mind if we have some fun first, my lord?
That's fucked up. What if they did? What if they did snatch some of the women Jedi and raped them? Man, that's fucked up. Before they killed them.
That's terrible. That's not funny. That's not funny, Kyle.
Oh God, that's freaking. Oh, that's terrible. That is a very terrible
I wouldn't put it past them. Like, they've been in war for a long time, and
I mean, it could be like, what was it, like Japan? I guess when Japan was like conquering everything.
Bro, I reckon
that's like one of their
I don't think it was even rape, bro.
Genghis Khan.
The women Jedi were probably like all over them too, because you gotta think these are clones from like peak. Like they picked a bounty hunter for a reason. Like they picked Jango Fett because he was like peak male performance in battle. I think those Jedi women were like, I think it was consensual.
Yeah. And you gotta think about it. I mean, there's a lot of oh shit, I just blinked. I forgot what I was gonna say. Anyway, next question.
We already know how like some of the women out there feel about fucking Wrecker. So I mean,
yeah, that's true. And we know that some of the clones left to have babies. And you gotta think about like from the beginning of time, I mean, like Genghis Khan, the Romans, all them, when they conquered a town, they would rape all the women because it would destroy the thing. Plus, they would get them pregnant, so they would build up their forces. So I don't know why it would be any different than in space, just because you're in a space battle.
I don't know, bro. Taking over the Geonosian planet, Geonosis. I don't know if I really want to. I don't want those spoils of war, Kyle.
There would probably be some cultures that you didn't want to do, but some cultures they probably, and you don't know what I don't know, they were the good guys at one point in time. Maybe the Empire was doing it to stormtroopers. I mean, they just shot innocent people, you know what I'm saying? So, or they tried to shoot innocent people. We know they didn't hit nothing. Okay, given Luke and Leia's close relationship, do you ever think it crossed the line into an inappropriate sibling relationship? Because, you know,
Nah. Because I still think
Luke was training her.
Yeah, we know. Like, we didn't see any Lannister. Because we saw, again, we know
Ben
the
might
effects
actually been
that
Luke's
pussy
son.
has on a young boy.
We find that out later on.
We know the effects that pussy has on a young boy. And Luke did not turn into Jaime Lannister. Luke seemed like a virgin throughout the entire series. So I think he's clean.
You think that's what Luke was putting in work, because when he got a hold of Mara Jade, boy, he turned her to the light side. It was so good.
Luke apparently knew what he was doing. Damn.
You know,
That's a
and
good
maybe
point.
it runs in the family. Anakin got Padme, Luke got Mara Jade, you know what I'm saying? It's like the first girl they fell in love with. Either that or they was using forced mind tricks and making it way better than it actually was. And you never know. Okay, next question. Boba Fett was a famous bounty hunter. Do you ever think he used his fame to get sex from groupies?
Say one more time.
Boba Fett is a famous bounty
Oh,
hunter.
yeah.
Do you ever think he used his fame to get sex from groupies? Do you think he had bounty hunter
he
groupies?
did. He's the first time we see him, he does a little cute like touches that girl's cheek or chin. You know for a fact he was getting it.
Yeah, and we know he has a daughter. You know, at one point in time he had a wife from the Bounty Hunter Wars books. You know what I'm saying? So you know he was, and you know he was getting him some.
Bro, dude. I reckon he was probably taking Boba around before Boba was like. He took Boba to a brothel as soon as he had.
No, I'm talking about Boba Fett. I'm not talking about Jango Fett.
So Jango Fett was probably taking Boba Fett like
to brothels and shit.
Yeah, I reckon.
And we know they got brothels in Star Wars. We see it in Andor. We see it in, we know that there's freaking sex shit going on, strip clubs.
Which, bro, you saw fucking that brothel chick like that. She wasn't too bad either. She was pretty hot. So I mean.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'll give it to her. Okay, next question. Some speculate that Padme was a slut because of how easy it was for Anakin to seduce her. You think Padme was a slut? We know she had boyfriends before Anakin. He beats up one of them in the damn Clone Wars.
Oh, that's true.
Do you think she was easy? She was giving it up?
I don't know if she's a slut. She seems to me more like the Taylor Swift style, where she just dated way too many boys. Like not too, but you know what I mean, and like had nasty breakups. You know what I mean? She just seems like that kind of.
Like that dude wasn't trying hard enough to like get her to come back to him. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't trying hard enough. You know what I'm saying? Usually, if you've been with a girl once already and she got you like that, you trying really hard.
Yeah, dude. She was queen. We're also not like you don't realize she was queen in Naboo, bro. With that kind of influence and power, yeah, she's probably sleeping around.
Let's see. She didn't have I think she played around a lot, Star Wars team leader said. I think Anakin used the Force to seduce her.
I still agree with that. Yeah, I still agree with that.
Dude, because he was already going evil before that. He wanted her too bad. Like, I have a feeling that he did. I had a feeling that he did. But that doesn't mean that she's not easy. I mean, you got to remember, when they first met, she was like 8 years older than him or 6 years old. She was kind of a cougar there. Took this little boy. So you've been fantasizing about being with him for a while if he didn't use the Force. And that's just weird. Okay, next question. Did the Ewoks plan to eat the entire Rebel team on Endor after the fall of the Empire? Do you think they were looking like...
No, I think they had enough stormtroopers to eat.
Yeah, I still don't get that shit.
I reckon some of the rebels were like, you know what? I'll try it. Yeah.
Wonder if that's what they was eating at the celebration. They was eating stormtroopers. They had all the helmets and stuff. They was playing the drums on the helmets. What happened to the bodies that were attached to those helmets? You know what I'm saying?
Bro, fucking while they're burning Darth Vader, the Ewoks are out there like, fuck, that smells good, dog. And Luke is like, no!
Y'all can't eat him. He's my dad. And they're like, we don't give a shit.
And they're like, bitch, we were about to eat you. You think we're scared of you?
Just imagine if C-3PO wasn't like, they didn't think he was a god and Leia wasn't there. Would they have... They'd all got eaten by the Ewoks. The Ewoks was about to barbecue their asses.
Think about it, bro. Darth Vader was nice smoked meat to them. He wasn't just like normal. He was smoked. He was marinated in that Bacta tank.
He was pre-cooked already. All they had to do was warm him up.
Slow cooked, man.
Okay. Next question. Was Rey and Kylo Ren's relationship abusive? Yes.
Rey and Kylo Ren. Yeah, yes. Bro. I think that's the definition of abusive relationship.
Yo,
And we wonder, girls wonder why I can't ever find a good guy, because that's the romance that you watch on TV. This abusive relationship, and that's the guy you fantasize about. And I can't find a good guy.
That's one thing that I ain't never got. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Women be like, I want a good guy, but then they always go after the guy that beats them up and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, why? Like, dude, you look at this dude, he's an asshole. You see he's an asshole. Why would you want to be with him? My daughter does that shit. She gets with some of the scumbaggiest motherfuckers in the... Like, why are you dating this dude, man? This dude's a piece of shit.
And the books these bitches read, they're fucking getting kidnapped by a motherfucker and then falling in love with him. What?
Like, yeah, you don't fall in love with your kidnapper, you know? Okay.
That's psycho.
Last question. And this is going to ruffle some feathers. Okay. All right. And somebody asked George Lucas this fucking question. Now, this person needs to be taken out and shot. You know what I'm saying? Like, literally. Did the Jedi Masters molest the younglings like the priest did the children in the Catholic Church?
Bro.
Do you think that's how
it's terrible.
It is terrible. And somebody asked George Lucas this question.
The Jedi organization is a lot older than the Catholic Church. And I'm not saying it's quite as common or widespread, but being around for that long, statistically speaking, it's likely it happened at least once.
I was thinking the same thing. Like, dude, that's a lot of... And it might not even have been like a man Jedi molesting a boy or a girl Jedi. It could have been a woman Jedi molesting a man. How many,
That's not molesting, though. That's not molesting, though. The kid comes out and everybody's like, yeah. You got
to think about it. On some of them long runs, the Jedi Master and the Padawan, they on this long mission. You know what I'm saying? They on this ship by themselves. It's just the two of them. So some dark side might flow through the ship, and
that's probably why Dooku left. That's probably why Dooku left. He's like, I see the corruption in the Jedi Order. He's flashing back to his time as a kid.
You gotta think, you know what I'm saying? Just because that type of shit happens. If it happens here, it happens in the galaxy. Statistically speaking, like you said, I would say it happened more than once.
Which is just disgusting.
Yeah, it's just nasty. Awful. That's just terrible.
And that's probably why Padme, like, how much you've grown, Anakin. Like,
you think she was molesting the kids?
Yeah, dude. She
bring
was
me
like,
bring me
she was
three young boys.
She was a groomer.
Dude, could you imagine the fucking rumors that float around the fucking the Star Wars universe, an entire galaxy?
Yeah, bro. That's probably why Palpatine
go off of here.
Honestly, that's probably what Palpatine did. They're traitors to the Republic, and they fuck the younglings. You know what I mean? That's what really got
Star
people
Wars
to hate
team
him.
leader said Mace had a purple dildo. Yeah, we're definitely getting demonetized on this video.
Oh yeah, we said some disgusting things. I apologize.
But it's crazy. This is what blows my mind. Okay. And I have more questions than this, but some of them were just way already just like, no, I'm not even going to bring that up. I mean, these were bad. Some of them were extremely bad. And some of them were just fucking stupid. But like, the people ask these questions, like on Reddit sites. My thing is this. Is the human race so sexually orientated? Because you see 90% of them questions were sexually orientated. Like, that's 90% true. Of all the questions that were asked were sexually orientated. Like, dude, are we that fucking enthused with sex that shit comes up? Like, that people ask that type of retarded ass questions all the time? Or, I know we shouldn't say retarded because that's like a bad word, but you know what I'm saying? I don't know what other word.
I don't think that's the worst thing you said this episode.
I don't either. You know what I'm saying? But it's crazy that like, why is most of the questions about sex? Like, is that what people think about? Like, if you're sitting there watching Star Wars, are you not enthralled with the story? Or are you just sitting there thinking about sexual shit while you're watching Star Wars to make you come up with these type of questions.
Which you saw that study they did, like most millennials are sick of sex scenes in their shows.
Shit, I'm sick of sex scenes in the shows. Fucking, I ain't even a millennial.
It's a little annoying.
Like, dude, that shit's like, it's getting too far. And now you got like, they're just taking that shit way too far. Like, it's like, dude, it's not even tasteful no more. Like, before it used to be tasteful.
It's just fucking awkward because, like, hey, mom, like, it's been a while. We should go see a movie together. And then the scene pops up and you're just like, this is awkward. All right. Yeah. And you don't know where to look because if you look, it's like, oh, that's fucking weird. But then if you like look around and accidentally make eye contact with someone, that's just even worse. Like, can you just imagine, like, you're in the theater, sex scene pops up, you're like looking around, you make eye contact with the dude, and then he's like, gives you like the look, and you're just like, oh God, that's even worse.
Terrible. It is, like, I've noticed that a lot lately, though. A lot of movies, shit, they have a lot of sex scenes in movies. It's like, damn, man, why the hell they have sex in this damn movie more than they have action in the movie?
Excessive.
And I don't mind a little sex scene here and there, but not all the damn time. I want to get to somebody getting chopped up or something like that. That's what I came to see. I wanted to see, you know what I'm saying, fast cars or, you know what I'm saying, somebody getting their arms chopped off. I don't, like, fuck, everything has sex in it. Even cartoons nowadays have sex scenes in them. Like, I be watching some of the shit on Cartoon Network, Adult Swim, like, holy shit. Some racist fucking sex scene, fucking all kind of crazy shit. Like, this is damn near porn. Just watch Family Guy. Shit, that shit comes on Fox. How many sexual fucking references is talked about or fucking, you know what I'm saying, done just in fucking Family Guy? It's fucking crazy. We're like very sexually orientated as a human race. Like, sexuality is very fucking. And when I was young, that shit wasn't around like that. If you seen the say, like, oh, a boobie. On a movie, that shit was like the most awesome shit ever. Now it's like there's boobies on TV shows. You know,
that was the most awesome shit ever.
Like, it's not even fun no more because just all you see it in everything now. It's like, oh shit, man. Now they got dudes' dicks hanging out in movies and shit. Like, what the fuck's going on? Like, this shit is fucking crazy.
All right, let's stop talking about sex. God damn it, Kyle.
All right. Got some more inductees.
Oh, I do have some more inductees. I'm so glad you asked.
Let's do inductees.
So I looked at the comments from last episode, and nobody came to Wedge's defense. Can you believe that?
Yep. So Wedge does not get in.
So Wedge does not get in. Guys should have commented. All right. First nominee for today, we got Sabine Wren. I say no. I don't think she deserves it. What has she done? I mean, she forced Ezra across a giant gap, which
she did a lot in Rebels, but I don't think, even with the TV show, I don't think, because everybody's focused on Ahsoka. Bro.
Yeah.
She's not, like, I think Ezra
she was like the big thing, like,
Sabine.
For people who haven't seen the show or seen, like, Rebels, they might recognize Ahsoka, but they're like, I don't know who this Sabine chick is.
Even if they've seen Rebels, like, dude, she just, like, not, like, when I think of Rebels, I don't think of Sabine. I'll think of Hera before I think of Sabine. I'll think of Ezra before I think of Sabine.
Yeah. And now, I'm pretty sure Bodhi's going to probably say yes to Sabine because we know how Bodhi feels about Sabine, which, granted, your opinion's valid.
It's not that I wouldn't give it to Sabine, but you know what I'm saying?
But the question is not, would you do her?
But I do think that I don't think that she has the fame. She's done a lot of shit. I mean, especially in Rebels, she did a lot of shit. She saved their asses a lot of times. You know, she is a fucking weapons expert, bomb expert. She's a good artist, but I just don't think she has the fame. Even with the TV show, because you don't think of, like, when you think about Ahsoka, fuck the show is named Ahsoka. You know what I'm saying? It's not named Sabine. You know what I'm saying?
Even though, like, she was a big main character of the show,
I think fucking,
she's not famous enough, and hasn't really done a lot.
I think she needs more. She needs more screen time. Maybe a bigger fan base. You don't see a lot of people dressing up as Sabine as cosplayers. Yeah. There's a few in there really good ones.
Better character, to be honest. I don't really like her character.
But and it's not even about the character herself. You know what I'm saying? I'm not looking at the overall character. I'm not I'm trying to be very unbiased about these selections.
Yeah, that's
I'm
fair.
trying to look at all aspects of it. I just don't think that she deserves to get in time. And Addison, she's the main character of the damn show. She's gonna get more screen time. Yeah. But I don't think she gets in.
All right, so that's a no for Sabine. Which, I mean, pretty unanimous. I haven't seen anybody come to her defense. All right, next, Wrecker. Talked a little about him before. We haven't decided whether or not he deserves to be in it. So, Wrecker.
I would say yes, just because I think
Really?
Wrecker is the most famous person
In Bad Batch.
in Bad Batch. I think he's way more famous than Hunter or Tech, or I think out of the two people that got the most fame out of that TV series and out of
Crosshair
season
and
7
Wrecker.
was Wrecker and
Crosshair?
Omega.
Oh,
Crosshair's up there too, but I think Omega and Wrecker, like Wrecker there's a game more shirts with Wrecker on it than any of the other characters. A lot of people know who Wrecker is because I have people who's the big buff stormtrooper, and I'm like Wrecker. They might not know his name, but they know of him, and I think
I don't know, bro.
I think yes on Wrecker,
He does have like a larger, like he's got a very
Following.
big personality.
and he got a larger following. He's funnier. He's funnier. A lot of people know who Wrecker is. Like I said, you go on, you look up Bad Batch, like the first 20 fucking things you're gonna see is Wrecker first. You go on Amazon, look up Bad Batch shirts. Most of them are Wrecker shirts. They got Wrecker on them, and then it'll say like
I'm
Clone
actually
Force
gonna look that up now.
99. You know what I'm
Bad
saying?
Batch. Boom.
I think
Yeah. I mean, he's definitely one of the main ones.
Wrecker's more famous than everybody else in the Bad Batch. And I would say, yeah, because they were in season 7. They fucking were one of the best parts of season 7 of the Clone Wars. Then
but
they got their own TV show,
Yeah, but
he's famous. Now, like Hunter, I wouldn't say that because Hunter's like the main character of the Bad Batch a lot of times, but more people know who Wrecker is. Wrecker had more of a personality than Hunter. Hunter's personality is kind of...
I really don't think Wrecker has like. He's got a. I still think his fandom is fairly niche compared to the rest of Star Wars. You have to watch.
Compared to all of Star Wars, yeah, I would say if I was comparing them to all of Star Wars, and that's kind of what we're doing here.
Yeah.
So it's
I say no to Wrecker. I just
I would say no to Wrecker too. Yeah, I would say no. If we're looking at Star Wars in general, I don't think enough people know who Wrecker is. He does have a pretty good solid fandom, but that's only people that's watching the show, watching the animated series. He doesn't have any fucking thing.
I feel like even if you watch the last season of Clone Wars, like Wrecker's doesn't, for me at least, Wrecker doesn't become like the character that everybody really loves until Bad Batch.
I mean, and it's kind of hard, especially when you like. I think it's kind of hard too because when you put it into a perspective like Wrecker versus Darth Vader in fandom wise, yeah, people that's not even Star Wars fans fucking know who Darth Vader is. You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna, unless you watch the animated series, you're not gonna know who Wrecker is.
Right.
Like if you watch just Star Wars and just the Star Wars TV shows and Star Wars movies, or just watch the movies, you have no idea who Wrecker is. A lot of these characters are gonna they're gonna fall into that category. Now we're going just off the Bad Batch. He's the most famous person other than Omega in Bad Batch. Omega's fucking super famous in Bad Batch. Everybody first female clone, all that shit. Fucking gang of people fucking cosplay, fucking, you know what I'm saying? But that's only people that are like super Star Wars fans that know about the
like
thing.
if someone comes and knocks on your door as Wrecker, like they're gonna be like, and who are you? And Wrecker, and they're like, who the fuck is that? Like
I have to agree. If we're looking at the overall Star Wars in general, I don't think nobody in the Bad Batch even gets in. Because it hasn't been around long enough. They haven't had enough of a fucking. They don't have enough of a following yet to to really get
Right.
to famous status. When you're putting them up against like Luke Skywalker, Princess Leia, even some of the other animated cartoons, they just don't have the fame yet. They haven't done enough. I mean, and we didn't let Grogu in, and shit, fucking Grogu's in every fucking Walmart in the fucking country. You know what I'm saying? Everybody knows who Baby
That's
Yoda
true.
is. And
It's
we
just
didn't let
Grogu
him
hasn't
in.
done anything to back
He
it
just
up.
hasn't done anything. Not that he's not famous, but he hasn't done anything either. And Wrecker, he's done some shit, but you know what I'm saying?
Has he?
Yeah, Wrecker done a lot of shit. Wrecker probably is what made the fucking show the best part of the show is Wrecker. And
Yeah, but what did he really accomplish, man?
I mean, fuck, he helped him so many times. He's been shot several times just to fucking protect him. He's done a lot of shit. That's the thing. In the Bad Batch, they're all equally they're about equal in amount of the shit they're done. Bad guy wise, you got Crosshair. Crosshair betrayed him and left, and he turned into the fucking anti-villain or anti-hero or whatever because he's coming back. But at the same time, he gave the show character. Wrecker gave the show character. Imagine watching the show and there ain't no Wrecker there. It would be fucking weird. And then his accomplishments, like he's done saved their ass and picked up shit, fucking saved their asses so many fucking times. I mean, he saved Wrecker and them when they were falling in that thing. He saved them in the fucking when they were getting shot at. He got shot, which distracted everybody else because fucking Crosshair thought he had got Wrecker down, which Wrecker didn't die, which gave fucking Hunter and them the fucking opposition. He gets shot a lot, you know what I'm saying? And every time he gets
So that's what he's done. He gets shot a lot.
I mean, he's picked up a lot of shit and, got shit out of the way to save them and shit like that. But I just don't think he has the fame. He has, like, done shit in Star Wars that within the cartoon that's been really significant, but he just hasn't. I don't think he has the fame. Within the Star Wars community, like people that watch everything Star Wars, I think Wrecker's pretty up there famous, but overall, I don't think he's famous enough to get in. Not when you're looking at the general Star Wars fandom.
So we got a no for Wrecker.
Yeah, I would say
no for Wrecker. All right, the next one, I feel like this one's pretty easy, but we're going to go Captain Phasma. I'm going to say no. I think with like the commercials they had and like because everybody was expecting like, oh, who the fuck is that stormtrooper? Like she looks cool, like the silver.
Well, shit, you didn't even know she was a woman.
Yeah,
you didn't know who she was. You just
look
silver ass stormtroopers.
They look dope, but when you watch the movie, she's just kind of a letdown. Like she didn't do anything.
She didn't do much in the movie.
She kind of sucked. We're like, I feel like the fame before the show came out was like, whoa, people wanted to know who she was. Then the show came out and it was like, all this hype that Disney been generating for her was like useless because she literally had like what? Like
her screen time was very limited too. Yeah. She was, I mean, a few fucking.
So like she had potential, but just kind of got, yeah.
She's kind of like Finn was, you know what I'm saying? Like you had all this potential for him, and then you let us down, and which a lot of people know who Finn is just because of all the controversy and all that. That helped out with his fandom a lot. Finn did do quite a bit in the thing, but Phasma. There was a lot of fucking promotion for her, and it was just a complete letdown. She didn't really do much in the show at all.
So no to Phasma.
Yeah,
I mean that's a pretty easy no. Unfortunately, next one, Jyn Erso from Rogue One. See, this one's tough because she's the main character of Rogue One, right?
Her and Andor are definitely the main characters of the show,
but I don't know if like people know her name.
And I want to say yes because she's hot, but I love Rogue One, and Rogue One is one of my favorite fucking shows, but she just doesn't. I don't think anybody like if you pointed her out as an actress and said what is she playing, when nobody even fucking remember she was in Rogue One, unless you're a Star Wars fan, like
yeah, I don't think it's tough, dude.
I don't think she got. I think she's more famous off of some of her other projects than she did got off of Rogue One. Like I don't think the character herself. I don't think the character the self. Like if she was in some other fucking movies and she was in some of the cartoons and I would want to say yes. And I completely agree with Star Wars team leader. He said, if you haven't seen the movie, you have no clue who she is.
Right.
Like,
But
you're
my
not gonna
thing,
know.
more
And
people
Rogue
have
One
watched
is like really a standalone movie in its own.
Yeah, but more people watched Rogue One than they did like Bad Batch.
Yeah,
Because like it's a theatrical release. Like I feel like more people watched that than watched a lot of
and
the
I
shows.
still don't think that I don't think she has the fame to be in it. I mean, she's not like fucking Padme or Princess Leia or somebody like that people fucking know who they are. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody said, you know who Jen Erso is? They'd be like, who?
Right.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
the thing. I feel like yeah, if you didn't see the movie, you don't have I feel like people, even casual fans who watch the movie, don't remember her name. Like if you said, "Oh, the chick from Rogue One," they'd be like, "Oh yeah," but like if you said Jen Erso, I don't think they'd be like, "Who?"
Yeah, I agree with you. I don't think she
Just because like I don't. While she was like a main character of the show wasn't really about her. It was more about like Star Wars and like the situation. You know what I mean? And she was just a character put in there to like drive it. You know what I mean?
Like with Cassian, yes, because not only does he one of the stars of Rogue One, then he got his own fucking got the Andor series, so that pushed his level of fucking fame up, and he does a lot in both of them. But you know what I'm saying? Like her without no more references other than the movie, I just don't see her being. She's just not. She doesn't have the fame,
right?
And she really didn't.
I love her character though, like, and I wish I could say yes.
Yeah, I mean, the movie is one of my favorite movies, so you know
Seriously.
what I'm saying? I would love to say yes to her, but I don't. I gotta say no. She don't make it.
All right, so that's a noted Jin. Breaks my heart though. All right, and then last but not least, we have Fennec Shand. I say no, dude. Because like she's not even in any of the movies. Unless you watch Book of Boba Fett, I don't think you really care.
She's in Book of Boba Fett. She's in only reason I want to say yes is because I want to say yes because she has a very
You got like
OG butt stuff said Star Wars would be much better if every now and then someone stepped in Ewok shit.
Where was OG butt stuff when we were talking about gay Han and Chewie? God damn. That was just so random. Like the name pops up and we're like, what? All right.
And Fennec was in the Bad Batch.
I say no to Fennec, dude.
She was in she's been in 3 different shows. So she was in The Mandalorian, she was in Book of Boba Fett, and she was in the Bad Batch. Some of the one of the best episodes in the Bad Batch is when they're chasing Fennec when she's going after fucking Omega. That was a good episode in Mandalorian, but I don't think that she has the overall fame. I think a lot of the fame that she does have is because of Ming-Na Wen fucking repping her so hard and everybody knowing who Ming-Na Wen is. But I don't think the character herself has a lot of fucking,
right?
You know what I'm saying, overall fame. She does do a lot in Book of Boba Fett. She's probably one of the best characters in the Book of Boba Fett. She's like, but I just don't think that she has the overall fame to get in.
I say no.
I'm gonna have to say no to Fennec Shand.
Which that's got to happen in Mando eventually. Somebody stuck in a starfighter when they got to take a crap.
I think that happens a lot. I think they don't have to take a crap. I think them seats have a butt chute that they just open up and shoot their shit out in space. Cause I know I would have one. You know, if you're in something like the Millennium Falcon, you know it has a bathroom. But you're in a fucking starfighter, there ain't no bathroom. You just got to shit in a tube and it flies out the fucking ship. Sucks it right out your ass. You just open it up and the fucking space sucks it right out your ass.
Yeah, so I say no to Fennec.
So we had 4 no's. Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah. But I think we're running out of like these 5 no's, dude. We said no to everybody today.
Did we do 5 people?
Sabine,
do?
Wrecker, Phasma, Jin, and Fennec.
I don't think any of them deserve to. I just don't think any of them fall. They don't fit the categories to go into a Hall of Fame.
I agree.
Like, you know, because the Hall of Fame, you have to do something. You have to be famous. You have to accomplish things, and you have to be famous. It's the Hall of Fame. You got to have some fame.
Right.
And I don't think none of them fall in that category. None of the 5 of those people fall in the category. And that's fucking crazy. 5 people and not 1 person got into the fucking Hall of Fame. But I mean, that's 5 characters that I don't think that they have enough to get into the Hall of Fame.
I agree. All right. News?
News and rumors. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
This is Alton Castle for the only news you need, the HoloNet News.
All right, you go first because I got quite a bit, and I don't want to. I don't want to say anything that you're saying.
My favorite thing is the Star Wars Holiday Special documentary is going to come out.
Yeah, I want to watch that.
I'm totally going to watch that, bro. I want to know what the fuck was happening.
Yeah, I definitely want to watch that. Definitely want to watch that.
Yeah, dude, I just want to know how. Apparently there's this new Star Wars movie that's supposed to be coming out. That's supposed to deliver on Rian Johnson's biggest promise of the trilogy, and how it like was to introduce new characters and like new stories. They're saying like only one of the Star Wars. I mean, it's an article. I think it's just mostly clickbait, but basically that there's going to be like a movie coming out where it's like new, and we're not going to be talking about the same old kind of characters. And Dawn of the Jedi, I think, is what they're talking about. Where the movie where they go back
Dawn of the Jedi was
Jedi.
supposed to be the next one. No, Dawn of the Jedi. And they keep switching around because I read an article that said that Dawn of the Jedi was going to be the first one. And that's what they announced, that Dawn of the Jedi was going to come out, then the Rey movie was going to come out, then Dawn of the Jedi was the second movie, and then the third movie was supposed to be the Mandoverse movie. And then now I seen something that said that Dawn of the Jedi movie was supposed to come out, and I'm like, what? You know what I'm saying? When did they decide this? And then another movie was supposed to come out, and then I read that article about Rian Johnson's movie. I'm like, or trilogy, and I'm like, dude, I didn't even know Rian Johnson was. They've never announced that Rian Johnson was making a movie. You know what I'm saying? And then like one of the things that I had is like, how you say his name, Tahiti, fucking whatever. This motherfucker's making jokes about his Star Wars movie, saying it's gonna piss people off. Like, why even make it if you're going to intensely fucking make Star Wars fans mad? Like, why would you even?
It's not going to happen.
I don't think it's going to happen. I think it's just a bunch of publicity.
Which, speaking of shit that's not going to happen, the Knights of the Old Republic video game that they were supposed to remake, that they've been talking about for forever, is reportedly dead in the water. Nobody's working on it. It's probably not going to happen anymore.
That's why
Kyle, you're right.
I don't believe in any of the video games coming out until it actually comes out. They announce so many video games that don't ever happen. It's like, dude, it's almost frustrating because I get tired of hearing it. Because I get excited, I don't even play video games.
I don't get it. Like,
it's because it gives us new stories. And I like watching
I don't get how they can keep announcing stuff and just nothing happens.
Yeah, it's just propaganda. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is. It's just propaganda. It's just to keep people interested in things. I mean, it's a good fucking tactic because it keeps people talking about. What?
Oh yeah,
bullshit. Said.
Target is selling wheelchaired Santa. I heard about that. Crips.
What we call him, Crips Kringles, and the old one is now.
I was kind of going more for like Chris Cripple. but Crips Kringle works too.
But yeah, I don't get the whole fucking, you know what I'm saying? Why do they keep fucking, it just frustrates me because I know why they do it. It's good marketing. Keep people talking about shit. Even negative marketing is still good marketing because people are talking about it. But it's like, dude, you don't need to do that to us. We're not a bunch of fucking babies. Just fucking don't even say that shit. There's other stuff that you can talk about. There's so many other things that could be talked about. And like one of the things, I guess Ming-Na Wen addressed Fennec Shan's next appearance, and she was talking about that she's hoping that they'll let her get a standalone movie or standalone TV show.
No chance, dude.
I don't know. Ming-Na Wen got some sway in Star Wars. I mean, not just in Star Wars, just in.
Yeah, but Fennec Shan is not that big of a character, I don't think.
I don't think she's that big of a character neither, but I wouldn't mind seeing a series just based on Fennec Shan. She's dope. She fucking fools up.
I do see
and I
Disney.
like Ming-Na Wen. I mean, when I interview Ming-Na Wen, she's super cool. She's super cool. She's super down to earth, super cool.
On one hand, though, I do think like Disney does love shows with like female leads. You know what I mean?
And they love characters, and that's their character. They created Fennec Shan, so I can see them getting her getting a fucking standalone show before some of the other stuff. But she was talking about she's hoping that they'll give her a standalone show. And then that leads into, and I don't know why it's sad. It kind of fucking, I mean, it pisses me off, but it doesn't piss me off. Because I understand, take every opportunity to, advance your career. But Pedro Pascal reportedly is going to be playing in the Fantastic Four.
Stupid, bro. I'm sorry. That's awful casting.
And he's being Reed Richardson, which,
awful casting.
I don't think he's going to be a good Reed Richardson. I mean, he's a great actor, but I just don't see him as Reed Richardson. I mean,
he's a great actor, but like that's awful casting.
Yeah, that's one of them. You're already famous and you already work for us casting. You know what I'm saying? So
I don't even.
What makes me kind of mad is, dude, I'm tired of this fucking cross. Like, I don't want Marvel fucking characters, or you know what I'm saying. I don't want the shit to be crossed over into Star Wars. I don't like all that. I don't want to see an actor being in Star Wars and then turn around and watch him in a fucking Marvel or a DC something. I don't like that. I like. Stay to you. Like, Star Wars actors, stay in Star Wars, do other movies. You know what I'm saying? There's all kinds of shit.
The hype around him is getting a little, I think, out of hand. Like, it's kind of getting old. He's a good actor, but like just because an actor's good does not mean you need to cast him in literally everything.
And then something they ran across my thing that was kind of disturbing was serve pork pie, the galaxy's cutest Thanksgiving dessert. And I thought this was just kind of like, I don't know, it just kind of rubbed me the wrong way. Like, I don't want to think about eating porgs. I don't want to do it.
Why not? They look delicious.
I don't know, they're cute and fuzzy.
Nah, dude. They seem like they'd be good eating. Telling you.
They look like retarded pigeons. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to eat no messed up looking pigeon. They don't even have beaks. They kind of look like a cross between a bird and a groundhog, like a pigeon and a groundhog. Like, I don't want to eat neither one of those things. I would if I had to survive, but if I ain't got to survive, I don't want to eat that shit. And I don't want to be looking at something that looks kind of like it got porgs all over it. And then the messed up thing, if you look at the picture, let me pull up the picture. The porgs that's in the pie it basically looks like a pumpkin pie with porgs in it. Let me pull up this picture. Screen share. Why is this not working today? What is going on? Didn't work for you, and now it's not working for me.
Yeah. It's not. See, it wasn't my fault.
It's not even letting me share the screen. Malcolm, dang, I caught y'all live for one on this way to bed. Yep, we're here. Thanks, man. Thanks, Malcolm, for checking us out. And thanks for always commenting in the thing. You comment on like every video. Okay. Here it goes. It finally did it. This thing is running slow as shit. And then it put us behind it. Why does it keep putting us behind? Why does it keep doing it behind? What is going on? They don't even look like porks. They look like owls. Like, look at the picture. Can you see the picture?
Yeah, that's true. They do
they
kind
don't
of
even
look like they just
porgs.
look like. Yeah, I feel like most of the people at Thanksgiving would be like, "Oh, that's cute, owls." Like,
Yeah, they wouldn't even know
it's a
what it
porg.
is. It's disturbing.
Yeah, that's like the weird the weird part of the family. I made porg pie and like, oh, look at the cute little owls. It's not owl, it's a porg. Everybody's like,
Like,
all
yeah,
right, whatever.
it's kind of just disturbing. I don't know. It disturbed me.
But I would totally eat a porg. They look delicious.
Yeah, maybe a
But
porg, but not
look how
like,
nice and plump they are. They'd have such good meat, I feel like.
I don't know. That just looks a little disturbing.
Maybe a little gamey, but I'd eat it.
Shit, they might not even, I don't know. They just look like a cross between a pigeon and a fucking groundhog to me. It just, you already talked about Couture. No game being made. What else did I have?
Awful.
We talked about the documentary. Definitely want to see that.
We're never gonna get a satisfying Star Wars game. Like I don't think we ever will. And it's not that hard. Like we're out. Everybody's talking about the same shit, but nobody wants to make it.
And then this was something that was kind of strange. But this actually came out on November 6th, and I don't know how we missed it. But this Disney Plus confirms 4 Marvel and 4 Star Wars shows and specials for November of 2023. Like, we're in November 2023 and ain't shit coming out. Like, I don't know where they got this fucking information from.
Where is it?
It was on fucking the direct.
I feel like the John Travolta in Pulp Fiction where he looks around like that's what this is. We got 4 new Star Wars special. Where?
Like Legends, Legends is supposed to be coming out. Loki episode 5 and final, which is already out. You know what I'm saying, or already coming. The Marvel and Symbol, making of Loki season 2. I don't know if that's out yet. That's supposed to come out. And then Star Wars Young Jedi Adventures, that already came out. Spider-Man from the Far Away Home. The Acolyte, Bad Batch season 3. Like, none of them are scheduled for this year. Like, where'd y'all get y'all's information from? Because none of that shit is scheduled for this year. So I'm like, dude, what are you guys talking about? What are these other Star Wars specials? Yeah. And then it said unknown Star Wars specials supposed to be released around Thanksgiving. Maybe Lego, you know what I'm saying, might come out with a fucking,
That's true. I could see Thanksgiving, though, would be kind of weird, but
Lego maybe coming out with something, but like none of these other things, like where did y'all get this information from? Like, y'all can't just be putting out, this is like clickbait or some shit. Like, y'all can't put out that shit. And then the last thing I had was Rare Cloud City Star Wars Lego set expected to sell for big money at auction. This damn thing is fucking old. It's over 20 years old, and it's never been put together.
Lego's
never
that old?
Been put together. It's still in the wrapping in the box. So they say still in the original box and expected to be sold December 5th as part of an auction in Bristol, held by Auctioneer Auctioninum Ltd, whatever. But it's supposed to go for a lot of money. They're saying it's like the holy grail of Lego collections for Star Wars. This thing, there was very few of them made, and it's super duper old. So, which is, people are spending fucking outrageous money. Like, dude, I'm sorry. Even if I was super rich, I'm not fucking spending $1 million on a fucking Lego set. Fuck you. Or a fucking full-size X.
Bro, but some people are like, Lego's like a big thing for some people. They love it.
I know. I just can't see why, like, dude. And I know it's like an investment, because if you buy something like that, you don't open it up and put it together. You keep it in a box and then you sell it later and you make more money off of it. But I don't know, man. It's just very hard for me, like some of the shit that they be selling, like the original Darth Vader lightsaber, they fucking sold that bitch for like $1 million. That X-Wing just sold for like $700,000 or $1,700,000, whatever it was. That's just a lot of money to spend on memorabilia stuff. And I know it's an investment. I know, and I don't ever discourage anybody, because there's a lot of people out there to collect, Star Wars memorabilia, and it ends up being worth a lot of money. But I don't know. I can just think of better ways to spend my money.
Like on a new gun, right?
You know what I'm saying? Like buy a new gun. Something I can, like that $1 million Lego set is not going to save my life if somebody comes in. And just with the way the world is right now, you know what I'm saying? Like you buy this stuff and then we go to a nuclear war, that's just going to be worthless. It ain't going to help you. Or we go into a war, a World War III, that's not going to help you. You know what I'm saying? That's not going to save your ass. Here, man, don't shoot me. I'll give you this $1 million Lego set. They're going to be like, fuck that Lego set. You know what I'm saying?
Bro. When China invades, you're going to be like, hey, don't kill me. I have this Lego set. And he's going to like, bitch, my dad made that when he was 12.
You know what I'm saying? It's just...
My dad manufactured that in a factory when he was 12.
Or when he was 5. But yeah, it's just, I don't know, it's just, but that's just my opinion. Now, we have to discuss some things real quick. No, well, first we got to do the quiz. You want to do the quiz? Let's do the quiz.
Let's do the quiz. Oh, I got to hit the thing. Fuck.
Yeah, hit the thing. Hit the button. Hit the fucking button.
Stop right there, you rebel scum. Prepare yourself for the Star Wars Impossible quiz. Blast them.
Okay. So, everybody in the chat, you guys got to chime in. And I don't know. Honestly, and I got to be honest, I haven't talked to Kim. I haven't been able to, I just been busy and shit. So, got a lot of stuff to do. So, I haven't talked to Kim. So, hopefully, Kim will, I'm going to try to get Kim to be on the show more regular so it's not, y'all against Garrison, because it sucks because Garrison has to wait sometimes. But, we're trying to get Kim back. I'm going to try to get Kim to come back on the show, at least as a regular. But I've made these questions. These are a little bit, most of them are Clone Wars era.
I'm fucked.
And I tried to make them a little bit easier. I'm being generous for the holidays. Okay, so here goes number one. Who was in charge of the Separatist Navy during the Clone Wars?
Long John Silver.
Long John Silver.
SpongeBob.
Blackbeard the pirate.
Yes, Blackbeard. Davy Jones. Oh, who lives in a pineapple under the sea? Oh, that's just stop. Is it not Grievous?
Nope. Grievous is in charge of. He's second in command. So basically, Grievous is in charge over the complete droid army.
Okay.
Or the complete droid everything. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But
okay.
There's people that are in charge of different factions. So.
Right. The Grand Admiral.
Like, who was, you know what I'm saying, in charge over the Navy? I'll give you guys a hint. Anakin kills him.
Anakin kills one of the younglings, probably.
Anakin killed everybody, so you know what I'm saying. That's not very good of a help.
I know, that's what I mean. It's probably one of those younglings, right?
The spider guy, yep, Admiral Trench.
I was like, who the fuck is the spider guy?
Star Wars team leader, Admiral Trench. He's the spider dude with the cyborg eye and shit.
Oh yeah. Okay, there you go.
Yeah, Admiral Trench. Okay, who told the Jedi that the Separatists? Wait, who? Oh, I'm fucking reading multiple questions here. Who told the Jedi what planet General Grievous was hiding on?
The one dude, the thousands of battle droids. That dude?
No.
Oh. I don't remember.
It was Malcolm. It was a really cool one. I really like that. That was
probably
really showed Anakin. Shmi told him. Shmi called into the Obi-Wan and said, "Hey, Obi-Wan, from the Force." Because she went into the Force when she died, even though she had no Force powers. And
Hooker.
She told Qui-Gon, which told Obi-Wan, which told Yoda, which told Obi-Wan that he was on that planet. Yes, Star Wars team leader got it. Palpatine. Palpatine says it in the thing. I am the one that gave the information to the Jedi where Grievous was hiding. Everything falls within his plan. Okay.
He's the master.
Who was a separatist Congress leader? And it wasn't Dooku. Before y'all say that, it wasn't Dooku. Dooku
No.
was
Nancy
in charge.
Pelosi. Nancy Pelosi. She looks like, I mean, just look at her. It was a long time ago. She's old enough to be alive back then.
It was a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away.
She looks like an alien.
It happened in the future. My first thought when I read the question, I thought it was Dooku. When I was creating it, I was like, it's Dooku. And then when I researched it, I was like, it's not Dooku.
Nah,
Dooku was in charge of the entire separatists. But there was a separatist Congress leader that led the Congress of the separatists.
I don't know, dude.
Anybody know? Oh, man, did y'all see that? Where they gave that dude that beat up Nancy Pelosi's husband 50 years in prison for that shit?
Really?
Yeah, I seen that shit on the news this morning. I said, what? That dude got 50 years for beating up some old guy?
That's
Jesus
crazy.
Christ. I don't know his name, but he was voiced by... I don't know who the hell he was voiced by.
The fact that you know that is pretty wild.
Yeah, that's pretty fucking good right there, Star Wars team leadership. I don't even know who voiced the motherfucker. I just know who it was. His name is Beck Lawise. Beck Lawise was the name of the separatist Congress leader.
That sounds like a politician name.
Okay, who said... Okay, who said, for almost 3 standard years, this war has raged. We can barely even count the number of the fallen. Let me read that again because that just seemed like it was fucked up. For almost 3 standard years, this war has raged. We can barely even count the number of the fallen.
Padme.
No.
Really? Damn it.
Dick Cheney.
Dick Cheney.
Dude, if my name was Dick Cheney, I would change that shit.
Dick Cheney.
I would not let anybody call me Dick Cheney. Dick Cheney?
Yeah, I just changed it to Dick Chain. Get rid of the Y at the end. Dick Chain?
Nope, it's not me, Star Wars team leader. Dun, 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 dun,
It's like a politician, I feel like. I feel like that was said in the Senate.
All right, what's your guess? What's your guess, Garrison?
I told you, I thought it was Padme, bro. That was dead ass.
That was your guess? Master Plo Koon said that.
Really?
Yep, it was Plo Koon. Plo Kooney. George Clooney's fucked up cousin. Okay, question number 5. What was one of the most powerful weapons the Empire used to keep control of the galaxy right after the Clone Wars ended?
Oh, it's like right after the Clone Wars. I was like, there's something called the Death Star that was.
What was the most powerful weapon the Empire used to keep control of the galaxy right after the Clone Wars ended?
Palpatine's OnlyFans.
Oh God, that would be creepy. Could you imagine that? Watching fucking Palpatine's all fucking wrinkled ass jacket off. Like, Jesus Christ, that would be nasty. Like, oh God, put it away.
I could totally hear him like, tip me 400 credits or I'll show you my ball sack.
You have to pay him to stop. He said Darth Vader. That's a good answer, but that was only part of it. Well, that wasn't the most powerful. That was a good guess, though. You would think Darth Vader, everybody was scared of Darth Vader, but shit, people didn't even know who Darth Vader was right after the Clone Wars ended. Took a time for Darth Vader to get his reputation. He had to go kill a lot of people.
I don't know. Who was it?
All right. Propaganda and restricting broadcasts.
That's pretty close.
Yeah.
I was pretty close.
It was broadcast. So basically, everything was done through the Empire's fucking news station, and we seen that in Rebels, and they used a lot of propaganda to build up the fucking height of the Empire, to make people want to join the Empire. Okay, question number 6. What world was Orson Kinnick from? What world was Orson Kinnick from?
Who the fuck is Orson Kinnick?
Krennic. Oh, my fault, Krennic.
Oh, Krennic.
Yeah, so Krennic. His name is Orson. Orson. O-R-S-O-N. Orson. Orson
Krennic. Was Orson.
What world is he from?
He seems like a Coruscant dude to me.
That's what my original thought was, but that's wrong.
Really?
Yeah.
He just seems like he's like grew up in Coruscant.
The slavery of the people. That's a good answer, Star Wars team leader.
Director Krennic. Careful not to choke on your aspirations, Director.
In fact, it said the disruptor that Zeb had, there was a whole arc about them. Yeah, but that's not what they was using. That was pretty far past the Clone Wars. The Clone Wars, it was just propaganda and restricting the broadcast. That was their first implementation.
I feel like
his mom gave birth to him on. That's a good one. That's a good one, Star Wars team leader. Yep, it was probably the one that his mom popped him out at. Bloop! There you go. This is where you from. Which I don't even know how they know this shit. Like, y'all just be making up shit, I think. I think these fucking Star Wars creators just make up, well, I mean, they're creators. They make up all the Star Wars is made up, but I think they just be fucking randomly making up shit. Because some of this shit, I'll be like, man, I ain't ever heard of this planet before. How the fuck am I supposed to know this answer? Lexrol.
Yeah. The planet ones are so hard.
Lexrol.
L-E-X. I've never even heard of that.
Lexrol. I ain't never heard of it.
I've never even heard of that.
Look this shit up. And then sometimes you look up planets and like nobody else is fucking even known in Star Wars is from that planet, and you be like, this is the only motherfucker that was on this planet. How is that possible? Like, wasn't nobody else from this planet? Who said we're allies and the war has just begun?
Say one more time.
Who said we're allies and the war has just begun?
The war has just begun. That's a great question. Ukraine. Sounds like something Ukraine would say.
Dude, you know what? So I was listening to the Joe Rogan show the other day, and he had a Rock on there, right? And they were talking about fucking how fucked up our government is. And so I guess they overpaid fucking Ukraine $6 billion. Or overpaid. Yeah. Overgave them $6 billion.
And they overtaxed us.
And literally, they could have rebuilt in all of Hawaii that burned up for $6 billion. And it's just funny when you hear Joe talking about fucking the president of Ukraine. That dude got famous. He was a comedian. And that dude played the piano with his dick. And he is the president of a country now. And not only is he a president of the country, we're just giving this dude billions and billions of dollars. And our country is like going through shit. Like, that shit is crazy. And then it's fucking crazy. Did y'all see the shit that happened with San Francisco? Because the president of China was coming in.
Oh my God.
They cleaned that bitch up
ridiculous.
And like dude, that shit looks like it's all clean and nice, and they got rid of all the homeless people and shit, and they did that shit in like 3 hours.
Yeah, that's
y'all been had a homeless problem for fucking like San Fran's fucking like half the city is homeless, and y'all fixed it in 3 hours, but y'all couldn't fix it before this dude was coming. Bail Organa, no. It's just crazy. Like, I don't understand what's going on with our country. Like, America's weird. Because we got all this money to give all these other countries, but we don't have the money to fix our country, and they fixed all of San Francisco in 3 hours. Because some president was coming here, or some leader was coming here. That's just crazy. No, it was Infiness, or Infis, however you say her name, Infiness, whatever. However you say that shit. That's what it was that said it. This one might be a little bit easier. What was Agent Kellis's first name?
What was what?
Agent Kellis.
Agent
the dude
Callis.
with the lamb chop fucking sideburns and Rebels.
Kevin.
Nope.
Kevin Callis. That sounds like a name.
It does sound like a
Calvin.
name, but that's not it.
Dick. Dick Callis.
Malcolm says, I gave up on understanding why them paying loans to a degree I won't use, sadly. Ooh. Wolf. No, Wolf Callis.
Dick Callis. It's
Or
Dick
is
Callis.
that for the name? Or was that for the person that said the saying? It wasn't Wolf. It was Empiness. And if Wolf was the name for Agent Callis, no, that's not right either. Wolf Callis. You got Wolf Callis on your butt. Dun, dun, dun. That's the only thing that sucks about fucking doing when we do it live like this, is because it takes so
You just
long
gotta
for
wait.
everybody.
Yeah.
Just
Dick
fuck.
Callis. That's still my best guess. That's all I got.
Kevin Callis.
Kevin. Ass Callis. Anal Callis.
Anal Callis.
I can see it. He is kind of anal. He's kind of an ass.
Ball Callis. Testicle Callis. I got a callus on my testicles.
Alfred Callis.
Alfred. It starts with an A. You're actually right, Infected.
Anal.
Nope, it's not anal callus. But it does start with an A.
Abraham.
Stephen. Oh. not Stephen
Alexander.
Callis. Yep. You got it. Alexander
Really?
Callis. Yep.
Yo!
Alexander Callis.
Pulled that out of my ass, too.
Okay. Now this one's going to have you guys thinking. How many appendages do we see R2-D2 use in the Star Wars saga?
Like, at what? Oh, okay. I got it.
How many different things do we see pop out of that motherfucking, you know what I'm saying, during the Star Wars saga?
God damn, bro. Just in episode, 3, he uses, 7.
Not how many times did we see it. How many appendages do we see?
I'm going to say, 8.
8. Malcolm says 4.
He's got the shocker thingy. He's got the thing that, the little penis electric socket thingy. The thing that it inserts into the wall. He's got some, claw to, hold the microphone. Oh, so, 3 or 4? No, he's
said
got,
4. Star Wars team leader got it. It's 5. So he has the data probe, his utility arm, his scanning array, his hollow projector, and his rocket thrusters.
Oh, the rockets. Duh.
Okay, last question. Who said, everything I did for the rebellion. Every time I walked away from something I wanted to forget, I told myself it was for a cause I believe in.
Andor.
Yep, Andor.
Sorry. I should have waited. But I fucking love Andor, bro.
Yep, it was Andor. Andor said it.
Dude, I still think Andor's such a good show. I was
His
rewatching
eye post
it.
is always sticking out. That shit it always sticks out.
I was rewatching Andor the other day. It's so good, dude. It's so
Andor
good.
is good. I watched it way more times than I watched. Only thing I watched more than that is The Mandalorian.
Damn, Andor.
That's the only thing I watch more. Now, I haven't discussed this with Garrison because, well, we kind of discussed it last week, so I'm just gonna fill you in. Because of Thanksgiving, I have to work next Saturday.
Yes.
So we were gonna do the show on Wednesday. We were gonna do a Wednesday show, but I thought something that might even be better, just because Wednesday is gonna be kind of rough. Everybody's gonna be trying to get ready for Thanksgiving, cook. I gotta fucking tear down my dog kennels and put them away because my mother-in-law hates dogs, and she don't like the dogs around. So I gotta tear down my dog kennels and do all kind of different shit. So I was thinking, you want to do like a quick hour special before we do the watch party on Sunday?
Yeah, that works.
Just do like a 3-hour show on Sunday.
That works.
We can do a quick hour. We just talk about whatever, talk about the show, talk about, whatever topic we come up with. And instead of going into the quiz and all that, we just transfer over to the actual show.
We'll just do like the main topic for the show
Yeah.
and then get into the.
And then
That's
just
good.
jump into the thing, and then we can talk about whatever else we want to talk about after the show.
I'm good for that.
Yeah. I thought about it. I was like, dude, because we all gonna be busy on Wednesday. Wednesday is like the busiest day because you got to get everything prepared for Thanksgiving. You know what I'm saying? You got to, I got to go over here. You got to, what do we got to get? We got to go to the store. We got to do this. Oh, you forgot this. Got to go back to the store, get this. Like, my wife is gonna have me a honey-do list that's fucking 10 pages long. I'm like, dude, when am I gonna have time to do any of this shit?
That works. I like that. Good idea.
Yeah. So I figured we'd do an hour show. What do you guys think? Would that be okay with you guys? We'll do an hour show. And then it'll give people a lot more time to get chimed in. Tell everybody that we're doing watch parties free. It doesn't cost anybody anything to come and watch one of the Star Wars movies. And we're watching fucking episode 8, which is fucking going to be, it's going to be the best because we're going to be clowning. We're definitely going to be clowning. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Let people know. I figured it'd give us, at least a couple days more to, advertise it, get more people in, try to get more people involved, and have a lot more fun. I would really like to get the chat going on the movies, because I want to hear what everybody's thoughts is, especially on episode 8. Some of the other movies, it's different. Episode 8 is probably the worst movie of all the Star Wars movies, other than the holiday special. So
who knows if we'll even be able to finish it? I'm just kidding.
It's not even that the movie is bad. It's the sucky thing, Malcolm, is on when we do the watch parties, Malcolm. We do them. And I know it kind of sucks for you just because, the time differences and stuff like that. But we actually watch the movie. And we do it on a whole separate thing. On a whole separate thing. We'll put the description down in it. In the description, we put a link. You go over to the link and we watch the movie all together. And it's a lot of fun. But we can't... But I just figured this would be a way better idea than trying to, push it all out at at one time. And, it'd be better just to do a 3-hour show than it would be to try to do, do the show on Wednesday with all the stuff that we got going on. I was just like, hey, man, that's going to be a pain in the ass. Because my wife's going to be like, what do you mean you're doing a podcast? I need you to go to the store and give me eggs. And, I forgot to get this season. And I know. I done lived through too many damn Thanksgivings, and I know Wednesday sucks. So we'll just do a Saturday special and just do like a 3-hour Saturday show. We'll do an hour on YouTube, and then we'll jump over to Spotify, or not to Spotify, but we'll jump over to the StreamYard thing and just do the watch party and have a bunch of fun and talk a bunch of shit about why they did Luke Skywalker the way they did it. And if I was George Lucas, I'll
talk about what we're grateful for. It's Thanksgiving.
It's Thanksgiving. Well, and also Black Friday shit's coming. I figured we could talk about that too, because there's going to be a lot of fucking stuff coming out on Black Friday. And all the ads will drop probably Tuesday. So, we can get all them ads and stuff. Then we got several things that we could talk about. We do that for an hour, and then we jump in and watch episode 8. Great time, eat some popcorn, talk some shit about episode 8. And then, everybody can finish out their weekend. and then we'll get back to regular stated programming after that. I can't wait for them to come out. I've been missing Wednesday shows anyway. I've been missing doing Wednesday shows.
Yeah, dude. Next year, we're gonna start doing them for, at the very least, we could just do movies.
Yeah, we're just gonna do movie reviews on Wednesdays until whatever new Star Wars comes out. There's a lot more movies. We don't have to just talk about Star Wars. There's a lot of good movies out there we could talk about on Wednesdays, and then we just talk about Star Wars on Saturdays. But I think that's all we got for this time, you guys. We will see you guys on next Sunday, right? Sunday.
Have a great Thanksgiving.
Yeah, have a great day. Enjoy football. Enjoy anything. Anybody come up with any ideas, definitely hit us up in the comments. Let us know how you guys are doing. Let us know about your Thanksgiving, and we will hit you guys back because we'll both be sitting there stuffed full of food with football games in our face. So we will see you guys next Sunday. Peace, stay outrageous, and may the force be with you always.
Thank you for tuning in to LSR. If you've enjoyed the show, consider subscribing so you can be notified when new episodes are released. If you would like to be a guest on the show or just want to give us some feedback, feel free to email us. You can also reach out to us on all major social media platforms. LightSaber Radio is produced by Pickfilm Media and is a Swaycast original, starring Garrison Turcotte, CJ Elliott, and Kyle McDaniel. And don't forget to join us next time for more adventures in a galaxy far, far away.